My name is Margaret. I am 72 years old. People are often surprised when I tell them that I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't decorate a tree. I don't go to parties. I don't count down to the new year. For most of my life, I avoided explaining why. I would smile politely and say, "It's just not my thing." But the truth is, there is a reason. And it began when I was young. I was 24 years old. It was New Year's Eve. I remember the cold that night, the kind of cold that makes your breath visible in the air. The streets were alive. Music, laughter, fireworks already cracking in the distance. Everyone was celebrating. Everyone was happy. I had just finished a late shift at work. I was tired, but I felt safe. It was a holiday after all. Who would do something terrible on a night like that? That thought still haunts me. I was walking home alone, my coat pulled tight around me, when I heard a voice behind me. A woman's voice. She sounded distressed, weak. I turned around and saw a couple standing near a car parked on the side of the road. The woman was holding her stomach. The man looked worried. He said, "Excuse me, my wife isn't feeling well. She's pregnant. Do you have a moment?" I hesitated, but only for a second, because I was young, and I was kind, and I believed that people were mostly good. I stepped closer. The moment I did, everything changed. The man moved first, too fast. His hand grabbed my arm with a strength I wasn't expecting. I remembered the exact pressure of his fingers. The sudden realization that something was wrong, very wrong. I tried to pull away. I asked what they were doing. My voice didn't sound like my own. The woman stopped pretending to be weak. Her face changed completely. Cold, focused, heightened. They tried to drag me toward the car. I screamed, but the sound was swallowed by fireworks, by music, by people cheering in the distance. That is something no one tells you about holidays. Noise hides fear very well. I fought, not bravely, desperately. I kicked, I scratched, I bit. I don't know how long it lasted. That seconds feel like hours when you think you're about to disappear. At some point, I slipped, or maybe they loosened their grip. I don't even remember clearly. I ran. I didn't look back. I didn't stop. I ran until my lungs burned and my legs felt like they would give out. When I finally reached a place with people, I collapsed. Someone called the police. I tried to explain what happened. They never found the couple. No witnesses. No license plate. Just a report. And a shaken young woman who was told she was lucky. Lucky? I survived. Yes. But something inside me changed that night. I stopped trusting easily. I stopped believing that danger looks dangerous. The world didn't feel festive anymore, especially not in December. Life went on, for of course. It always does. I got married. I had children. I built a career. From the outside, everything looked normal. But every year when Christmas lights went up and people talked about joy and togetherness, my body remembered something my mind tried to forget. The cold, the grip on my arm, the sound of fireworks covering my screams. I would feel tense for weeks, sleep poorly, check locks twice, 3 times. I never told my children the full story when they were young. I didn't want to scare them, but I taught them something else instead. I taught them to listen to their instincts, to never ignore discomfort just to be polite, to walk away, even if it feels awkward, especially if it feels awkward. As I got older, I realized how close I came to losing everything. My future, my family, my life, all because I stopped for strangers on a night when everyone assumes nothing bad can happen. So here is what I want you to understand. Danger does not take holidays off. Evil does not wait for convenient moments. And kindness should never come at the cost of your safety. If something feels wrong, you are allowed to leave. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to protect yourself. I am 72 now. I have lived a long life. But every New Year's Eve, when the fireworks begin, I still feel that night come back to me. And I remember the lesson it taught me. Trust your instincts. They exist for a reason. And please teach the people you love to do the same. That's why I don't celebrate Christmas or New Year. Not because I hate joy, but because I survived something that taught me the true value of being alive. And I don't want anyone else to learn that lesson the hard way.